Now for episode 2 of our interesting sequel.
Did you summon me?
Oh, yes. Miss Dark Samus, ma'am. It has been a week now, and I've yet to acquire your rent pay.
Did you seriously call me up here just for that? You've already pestered me about it the last 6 days.
I just felt I'd do you a favor if I made sure it hasn't slipped your mind. Believe me, it happens.
Well, I still don't have your damn rent. Consider yourself lucky that he here is the best in all of Chiaroscuro, or else I wouldn't even be here.
I appreciate the compliment, thank you. I'm terribly sorry, however, I can't accept that.
Excuse me?
I've given you enough chances, and now I must demand that you pay your rent right this second. I don't wish for any further trouble now.
You honestly believe you're in any position to make demands of me, fool?
I do say this is indeed a modest-looking apartment. It suits me perfectly.
Sir, I have a potential customer.
Oh, greetings, greetings! Welcome to the Tomodachi Life Complex. Hey now, don't be rude in front of our guest.
Perish the thought. It's your pet's way to letting you know they're satisfied.
Speaking from experience, I take it?
You could say I've had years of research. So, would there be any rooms available? I traveled all this way to reside here for a while. Your little helper here has let me sample your trademark tea, and it turned out more exquisite than I had anticipated.
Why, yes. A few rooms have opened up a week ago. Plus one more today, actually. Come, allow me to give you a brief tour to see which one you'd like.
Marvelous. I can't dawdle for too long, however, or else my manager will think his latest princess escaped his clutches.
We can't just offer him some tea. Then he'll want to stay here too. It's more popular with women, but it got Papa to want to live here, as macho as he is.
It couldn't hurt to give it the old college try sometime. Where is your Papa, you little busybody? If he feels too good to pull his own weight around here, I could fix that.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine.
Oh, he's out for today. He's gonna make things better for us.
There. That's all the paperwork. Jasper is yours.
That'll do.
You know, I wasn't going to run Jasper through the mud until he had nothing left. If his GSP got too low, so would our viewership. I would have let him win matches again eventually. All he had to do was endure and be patient.
Oh, I know exactly what you were doing. When it would get to that point, you build him back up under the pretext of him making a comeback, and you break him down all over again. Rinse and repeat.
I fail to see how that's not a good strategy.
Sure, the first time around. Second time it becomes a stale routine. You'll lose your credibility as a serious agency when it becomes clear that you're just a bunch of actors, and viewership will take a dive anyway. To get back in the game, you then have to repackage yourself. And part of that process means possibly having to change the face of your agency to start fresh easier. So, you'll hire another Smasher and push him as your new star, leaving Jasper here hardly any work. Or, right on the cutting block if you found that supporting 2 Smashers was too expensive.
Well, what if I had just kept Jasper as the face and worked to prove that we were legit?
And that begs the question, why weren't you doing that in the first place? I haven't even mentioned the problems you had with Jasper personally by either point. You've got some nerve talking to him about patience. What kind of king forsakes his minions when he's nothing without them? At least pretend to care about your fighters that you're supposed to nurture. Cause they are what gonna put you on the map, with the big leagues, where the real money is. Or are you content with your pathetic agency being no different from a circus?
You're already taking my star fighter away from me. Must you lecture me too?
It couldn't be more embarrassing than being rejected by the Quadrivium. At least Dedede chose to leave.
Get out of my office.
Fine, fine. But don't worry, your pussycat is in good hands. I didn't expect you to stay quiet that whole time.
I had nothing to say to him, and I want nothing more to do with him.
Fair enough.
But I guess the rumor mill was right on. He was supposed to be one of you guys.
Damn you, Bowser! Always, always, always hitting me where it hurts. Oh, so unfair. Making me start back at square one. Ooh, I'll get you back one of these days. What a load of crock. I need a stress reliever of the highest caliber.
So, what you hankering for? A tête-à-tête? A KK Blanc?
Just milk will suffice, sir.
Really now? Come on, K-Rool must have treated you before.
I swear I never touched the stuff. I just went with K-Rool a lot because he insisted on me keeping him company. One way or another.
Ah, so I took his only friend too, huh? Sucks for him. Hey! 1 tête-à-tête and a glass of milk, please!
This ain't a bar, sir.
No, but when a man of my pedigree demands something, he gets it. And I said please.
Oh, allow me to escort you to your usual table, Master Bowser.
See? You were in the presence of the genuine article of a blue blood, my lickspittle.
Wow.
Last night at New Donk City, what began as an argument between 2 youths escalated into chaos after hostile spirits were drawn towards the altercation. They and 6 others in the vicinity were all possessed and resigned to mindless combat on the city streets. Thankfully, local enforcers led by the captain of Palutena's guard pit had...
Sir, if I could be so bold, might I ask what was it you saw in me? Was it my skill? Did I have potential or something?
Oh, I just needed a mascot. Your face is way cuter for the kids, much to my dismay.
You can't be serious.
Hey, no pouting. We have sexy cheerleaders to dance with ya, with pom-poms as big as my head.
What are you implying?
What are you inferring?
Sir, please, I have a little girl. I can't be letting her see me with that. I already have to keep a close eye on my warbler for any ring rats.
I can see that. You're pretty top-heavy yourself.
Any passes on my great gazongas, as somebody once put it, will get you banned. No exceptions.
So, for as rowdy and abrasive as you are in the ring, you're really just a squeaky clean baby face, huh?
I just have an image to take care of. For Amber and all the kids who watch me.
Hey, it's all good. That's just gonna make breaking you in about as fun as my last recruit.
Huh?
Huh? I didn't say nothing.
Hey, Big Bow Wow!
Oh, hey, Prez. Got some time to kill too, huh?
Oh, if it ain't Jasper the Jubilant, the underground champ.
You know me?
Of course. I know the haps in my own city, son. I only wish I'd come pluck you out from beneath K. Rool's underhang sooner, but Bowser beat me to it.
I can do without you making it weird, Jelly Belly.
I can't believe this is happening to me. Is today even real? Me, hanging out with the upper crust of the world? Clout really does mean everything. I knew it.
Nothing like some brew to get the ideas brewing.
You're not gonna try and kiss me again, are you?
You're a funny man, Big B. Don't worry, I'm sober enough to know a cutie when I see one.
Guess you never had an eye for perfection as you claim. Ain't that right, babyface?
Yeah. He's as tasteless as the designs for your clown cars, sir.
Hey, how dare you knock my clown cars? They're colossal!
Sorry, it was the first quip that came to mind.
A show to go along with this brew? Y'all shouldn't have.
Anyway, what's your idea?
That stuff's classified. I said none of your beeswax, son. You'll find out once the tourney gets started.
Oh, no grapevine for your brother.
Last I checked, there's only 4 peeps in the Quadrivium.
And if I remember correctly, you were the one who left.
Aw, don't tell me y'all missed me being part of your little club.
Please, I'd have followed suit if not for the clout that title brings me.
What do you mean?
The Quadrivium is a collective force of the so-called naturally evil trophies of the world. A group that has existed long since the second world of trophies, when it was formerly known as the Triune. That's years of history I have backing my prestige, despite how much our recent incarnations have mellowed out since the days of pure villainy. The Spirit Wars uniting us all was the final nail on that coffin.
No virgin princesses are getting kidnapped every other week, so can't complain.
But ultimately, I'm just the top dog over 3 people. But you, the Creator chose you to be the president of the world. And you also have the goddess herself at your side.
Hey, I wouldn't say I'm the luckiest guy around. Pally goes on and on about having a honest and respectable government body, and I ain't allowed no concubines or anything. Yeah, her parading around in nothing but a towel after a constant bath is perfectly fine. I ain't even allowed to look. I gotta shut my eyes every time. And when I gotta be the one to cook and bring her food, that just makes for all sorts of accidents. Oh, do watch where you're going, 3D, she says.
I couldn't help but notice the exchange of epithets, the mentioning of monikers, the names that don't actually belong to Nick.
What? I said what?
Your pet names for each other. Pally? 3D?
I know, right? That's so sweet, I'm getting cavities.
Yes, nice rebound.
Don't look too much into it. Those names just stuck at one point.
If you're so bothered by it, then hand that seat over to me. From one Galemian to another.
Now you know that ain't how elections work.
Got that right. Full offense, but you had that seat for 20 years straight, and I'm aiming to pull it out from under you.
I can't say you'd be the first to challenge me from my position. What makes you so special?
One of my past incarnations was special. And no one after truly did him justice, nor have any of you really appreciated all he's done. But by the end of the upcoming tournament, that will change.
Well, it's about time for me to head back to HQ. We'll keep in touch, Bowser. And nice meeting you, Jasper.
Oh, it was a pleasure, President Dedede. So, y'all two seem like good friends.
Like hell we are.
Huh?
Consider that a civil declaration of war. Now that I have you as the 7th and final member of my crew, I can finally get my campaign started. Take a good look, babyface. You're looking at the future president of the world.
With all due respect, I doubt I'd ever hear anything more disturbing than that.
I don't know what you mean. I think it'd be pretty great. This Bowser's on the level, I promise.
If you take a moment outside your own headspace, you'd see it more broadly. If it really is high time for anyone to take up the role of president, it definitely can't be you.
Oh, what? Is that how Gedede feels?
Not at all. That's the difference between the two of you, actually. Ganondorf knows when to stay in his lane. He's not so arrogant as to think he has any place on the council, like you did.
Look at that. 2 members of the Quadrivium in the High Council.
Did you hear? They're about to recruit a 5th member pretty soon.
These villains are growing too powerful, I tell ya. You know it's only a matter of time before Ganondorf follows suit, since he and Bowser are pretty tight.
I seriously don't like where this is headed. After they all die and pass the baton to the new incarnations, what'll happen then?
Bowser, I regret to inform you that I'm relieving you from accounts.
What?
Sorry, I said sorry, pal. The rest of the council and I talked it over and came to this conclusion. Bowser as a trophy is far too chaotic to reliably be trusted with leadership over our entire civilization. This is an issue that has to be nipped in the bud now!
Your previous incarnation was infamous for monopolizing the competitive enterprise in his favor, back in the Force World, of course. All he had in his corner was that Umbra Witch Bayonetta, and he practically became a billionaire overnight. The spirit of competition was at an all-time low, and tournaments grew stale whenever she was confirmed a participant. And as it turned out, every time they got to meet the creator, they always wished to reset their 10 life stocks, so that they could restart the cycle all over again. The hands can't grant us immortality, but those two found a workaround that's just as comparable. That's just one example. There's also the matter of the majority of your past incarnations being complete idiots. Dedede made the right call in the long run.
You got anything else besides this tired sins of the father spiel?
I wasn't talking to you, Jasper.
Yes, you are.
I understand you feel the need to stand up for your manager, but...
Which is more than what you're doing for your own boss. You would have fed Ganondorf the same crap if he felt like running for president, wouldn't you? That's why you're even on his team, ain't it? To keep him in check, right?
That's none of your business!
Ain't Bowser a Galemian? You know, a trophy of light? Well, I guess the bad stuff his past selves did far outweigh that, huh? By that logic, your attempt at educating Bowser or making sure Ganondorf don't misbehave don't hide the fact that you're a Darkonian, just like me!
Shut up!
Oh shoot! A hostile spirit?
Yeah, think you touched a nerve there, babyface.
What? It's the truth. And you didn't exactly stop me.
Well, my candid kitty, now's a good time to remind me of that skill and potential of yours.
Fine, let's get it!
We're too... complacent!
Oh, he can still speak. Spirit must be a weak one.
I have to do my part to protect this world! It doesn't matter how on the level you appear to be. There's no guarantee that any incarnations after you will hold your standard. We can't let villains be our world leaders! We can't!
I've all I could tolerate from this dreadful blathering. Bowser, mind if I take this one?
Well, you heard the lady, Jasper. You're benched.
Whoa, wait! You got Bayonetta on your crew too?
Told you we had cheerleaders.
What? Bayonetta? She's still with you? I thought the previous Bowser passed on before we made the jump to Chiaroscuro. Don't tell me you never died!
Oh, that Bowser is long gone. Good riddance, I'd say. He was as impressive as his combo game back then. At least I was stylish.
Then why?
Contractual obligation. Now enough pillow talk. You have a hostile spirit inside you and it's time to sober up.
Is that all you've got?
Have I gained some weight? I knew I should have laid off those bloody starbits. Well, after some hands-on examination from the creator, I'll be my old self again.
Your old self?
That's right. I uphold my hand of power pact and Bowser will help me regain my lost power. The power I had in the previous world.
Madness! You'd give anything to be able to dominate tournaments again, is that it?
It would be delightful to not sweat as much during battle. I prefer my energy to be spent in more stimulating activities. Gotcha. Was that okay?
Beautiful.
But, don't we gotta take him to the goddess to get sedated?
Won't be necessary this time.
I must protect.
This'll sting a little.
What? Did you just purify me?
Spirit purging. After perfectly tethering with a strong enough spirit, and with enough know-how of a trophy's matrix, even guys like you and me are able to expunge hostile spirits after we soften their victims up a little. They're more than just sources of power for us. After you get your bearings together, Corin, was it? Spread the word about this technique. And don't forget to mention that it was King Bowser who pioneered it. Chiaroscuro needs some shaking up. And who better than the heaviest of heavies around? Jasper, Bayonetta, come.
That air about him. It reminds me of the stories I read about this great beast of dawn.
Finally, on our way back to HQ. You ready for some real work, babyface?
Ready and raring, loggerhead!
Whoa, you're fired up.
Witnessing the aspirations of a fellow man does that! Don't you worry. After I have all those schmoes at the upcoming tourney catch these hands, the big hands themselves will have your inauguration party ready in no time.
If that enthusiasm there is why you're my mascot, my face, to represent the Neo Koopas group.
He does have a certain level of impertinence the rest of his luck, if nothing else.
You're a fine one to talk, Miss Tall, Dark, and Salacious. But at least you're easier on the eyes, unlike that O'Donnell's punk ass.
My ears are burning.
What the? You were here?
Well, if it isn't the pussycat.
Wolf, where have you been?
Did I miss anything?
Our manager had a run-in with one of his fans. You should have heard him frothing at the mouth about a supposed doomsday if Bowser becomes president.
Oh, and here I thought I had to trunk some scrub in an exhibition match to make the day go faster. Had to salvage the time I wasted fighting this here pansy somehow.
First day on the job barely started, and I get chosen to be the face? Don't worry, I'd be jealous of me too, mutt.
Bites me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Cyclops?
How you handle hairballs tells me wonders about your gag reflex, you gib.
Oh, listen to that. They are just so madly in love. Relations between co-workers wasn't prohibited, was it?
No, but I ain't bringing any hoses to break this up!
What? Way too hot for me!
Yoo-hoo! Hey, can Dopey Kong come out and play? Oh, get out here! I know you're out there and still mad about the laxatives. We both have some steam to blow off. Donkey Kong. Professional goody-good. It gives me such discomfort to see your unsightly face right now.
It's that